Alright guys, so I just saw the brand new gameplay that Ty the God released. And before I get into this video, I'm just gonna say that I know a few days back I released that Madden 18 leaked gameplay, and I think it kinda helped the channel because I got like over 400 views for it. But I kinda listened to DM yesterday, and he was talking about like how if you want to become an EA Sports game changer and all that, you don't really want to leak gameplay. So I'm not gonna delete the video because it's probably my fourth best, or probably like, well, I don't know. I had one from like January, or the Madden video that I did in February where I covered the first initial news on Frostbite. That got over like 500 views. So, but as far as leaked gameplay, I'm not going to do it anymore because I would eventually like to be an EA Sports game changer. Because I think it would be kind of fun to work on Madden, kind of get in touch with Rex and be like, hey, because I'm out of school. I'm done with high school. So if I really wanted to do something like this, I could totally do it. I don't have high school anymore. So it'd be a great opportunity to work on Madden, kind of ring into Rex's ear and be like, hey, no more story mode, go on full career mode, but do the whole story mode cutscenes thing, because it would be kind of cool to have a story mode, but cut out the whole rigged story mode, because I wanna control my own destiny. I don't wanna have cutscenes and crap. Alright, hold on. I gotta put my charger on my computer, so we'll be back in a little different part of the room, okay? So, hold on. Alright, so basically, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I did one leaked gameplay video. That was my first ever leaked gameplay video. I'm not going to do any more, because that might, if I ever do have plans of doing that sort of thing, that might jeopardize me. And, so I'm just going to not do that anymore. Because, yeah, it got me 400 views, and that was really awesome. But I'm going to stand by my word and not do that anymore, because I want to keep the channel nice. And yeah, that is a good way of showing the channel off or whatever, but I don't really want to do that kind of thing anymore. Okay, so I don't mean to confuse you guys. I know I'm back on that side of the room. I have my charger plugged in. Whatever. You can't really see it that well, but yeah, I got my charger plugged in on the side of the room. The only reason I moved it back to the side of the room is because my parents were talking, and so I kind of want you guys to hear me and not my voice drawn out. So, without further ado, guys, let's get back into this conversation. So yeah, get the channel thing out of the way. I just want to get that out of the way first, so I don't want to jeopardize my channel. Plus, the fact that I could be an EA game changer, I don't want to jeopardize that, because that could happen someday. Because they say, really, if in order to do that, really all you have to do is get a bond with them on Twitter and stuff. So I don't want to be part of that, because where I found that game. So anyways, I went to the side of my room because I have my computer charging. I realized that the charger is pretty long and I could reach. So sorry for the confusion, but anyways, yeah, right now I want to talk about Ty the God and the video that he leaked about a little over an hour ago. He released a minute of gameplay, which is the longest gameplay we've had so far of Madden 18. And I believe it was like the Titans and the Redskins. Yeah, Titans and Redskins. And it was some pretty solid gameplay. Can't really judge the graphics because, again, it is from a phone. But I thought the silence looked a little bit better. I mean, not like a big leap from what 17 was, but like at least there's more people on the sidelines. They say that there's gonna, like, players will pick you up when you're on the sidelines. I didn't really see that in the gameplay that I watched because players weren't really going off to the sidelines that much, so that didn't really happen. And as far as celebrations, yeah, Rex, I can see what you're talking about. They obviously didn't get the celebrations into the demo, so clearly they didn't have enough time. So maybe the full game will have some celebrations in it, who knows? But yeah, for the most part, the players interacted the same way, or not. Well, at post play, they pretty much acted the same way they would in 16 or 17. But I want to point something out with the gameplay, which I thought was really good, and that is like these new lines things. And when I first saw the gameplay, I'm like, what on earth are those new lines? So basically, you know, in pre-play, you could see like the routes and stuff you could run. There was a really cool one, a point in the video I saw where a cornerback, he had a certain route to engage in, right? Well, then I think it was like a wide receiver or a tight end that came in, and he took that route. So once the tight end took that, or engaged in that spot, it threw the defensive cornerback like out of position. So it kind of threw him off or something. So because the tight end was like engaging in this far out area. So yeah, that's really interesting. I hope they go into detail about that system, because in all the interviews talking about it, I don't think they said anything about that. So that's really interesting. I didn't really see a whole lot of notable changes to gameplay though. I didn't see any aggressive catch symbols, or maybe I'm blind. There was only like 3 plays shown off, maybe 3 or 4. So maybe that's why I didn't see it. But yeah, I didn't see any aggressive catch over the head stuff. So thank God. Maybe EA finally listened after 2 years and finally realized, hey, we don't want overpowered aggressive catch, nor do we want overpowered SWAT. Just take both options out of the game so we can all be happy. So I think that's ultimately what they did, and yeah. I'm really happy for that, because aggressive catch was way too OP. It wasn't too bad in 17, but oh my god, in 16 it was awful. But then in 17 you pretty much run into the problem with the fact that defensive SWAT is overpowered. The SWAT mechanic is ridiculously overpowered, and that was really their only way contesting to overpowered aggressive catch, which I think is kind of lazy in my opinion. But honestly, in 17, I think the rat catch was even more overpowered in certain areas, because usually when you went for aggressive catch and you're in triple coverage, usually you get the ball whacked the hell out of you. But with Madden 18, it looks pretty nice. But one thing I do want to say is there were some dots thrown, and one was kind of thrown out of place, and you didn't really see any dropped passes, which looks like they should have been easy catches, so that's good. But there was one, I think it was to Jordan Reed, where it was way out of place, so he couldn't get to it, which is nice, because in Madden 17 they used to do a running animation, and then they would clip into a catching animation. Like, they wouldn't even do a turn animation, they would just clip and do a certain catching animation. So it looks like in 18, if they are literally out of place, they're not going to get the ball. So I'm really happy for that. Now, obviously, that did happen in 17. You know, they weren't always tethered to the ball. But I hope it's even more of that in 18. Because if players are literally out of place when it comes to catching, they need to be out of place. They can't just either speed up the ball or just warp to that a few feet ahead, because, oh my god. With the defensive mechanics in 17, when they went into instant replay, you could really tell where the players were like shifted into motion to get the ball, to whack the ball out of your hands. And if you don't believe me, I could probably upload some gameplay clips just to show you, because it's ridiculous. But anyways, that's all I got to say. So I'm just sort of breaking down that gameplay that I saw. The reason I'm not showing it and breaking it down is because I don't want my channel jeopardized. So anyways, with that out of the way, guys, it's your boy Alex. I'm out. See you guys in another video. Peace.